Hi guys, my name is Sibo from neighbour Properties. Welcome back to another video. I am the real estate agent who focuses on the North Coast and the surrounding areas. As you saw last week, I was crashing out. And the reason why I was crashing out is because of pricing. When you are the seller of the property, you have to understand how pricing works and what is the reason for pricing right. So today, that's what we'll be talking about, pricing your property correctly. So the first item to think of is emotional attachment. If you're a seller, please do keep this in mind. The property market does not care about your emotions respectfully. So please, when you're pricing the property to sell, forget about your emotions. Refurbishment and repairs. To a certain degree, it is good to refurbish or do some repairs before your property goes on the market. But be careful not to overcapitalize, because every cent you put in while you're doing your renovations or repairs is not guaranteed to come back when you sell the property. Something else to consider is your neighbor's selling price. Please do not consider your price based on what your neighbor has sold for. There's a lot of things to factor in. It could be a different property size. There could be other extras that are in your neighbor's property that you do not have, or possibly your property could be worth more than your neighbor's. Overpricing helps the competition. There's something that you need to keep in mind as a seller. When you are selling your property, there are also other people who have their properties on their market. And something that you must keep in mind is that buyers are also doing their research. So if your property is overpriced, automatically the buyers that are on the market, they'll be pushed towards the properties that are priced correctly, which are somewhat cheaper than yours. So, negotiating room. Please do not think that if you put your property for a higher price, you're giving yourself room for negotiating. It actually works against you, because what it does is it pushes away buyers to other properties that are basically sold cheaper than your one. Pricing right is very important. The same concept that you get in a restaurant, that before you eat with your mouth, you eat with your eyes. It's the same thing in real estate. Before you buy with your money, you buy with your eyes. So always make sure that you price your property right and make it market related. Remember, the concept here is this: you need to get the market to be chasing your property. Once you put the property on the market and it's overpriced, then it's the other way around. You are the one who's chasing the market for your overpriced property. First impressions count. Just the same concept also works in the real estate world. You have to price your property right first time around when it goes on the market. Always remember that you do not get a second chance to do a first impression. So the same concept applies. When you are going on the market, price correctly first time around to attract potential buyers. So in conclusion, if you want your property to sell, you have to price it right. So if you're in the North Coast and the surrounding areas, please do contact us. We'll help you with valuations and pricing your properties properly before they go in the market. Other than that, thank you very much to everyone, and thank you for your support thus far. Please do follow us on our social media platforms. Thank you.